Hey guys, welcome back. Today is 11 DPO and I took another test. Actually, I took two tests because let me go to the page. Because the first test, as you can see, had like a pink splotchy area. So I went ahead and retook another test for today, 11 DPO. Now at first look, they look negative. I could kind of maybe see something in person. You're not going to be able to see it through the camera screen. As for symptoms, I was feeling, okay, let's go from 9 DPO. Sorry, it's dark in my room right now. I don't have any lights on. But 9 DPO is when I had the spotting, and then I felt a little bit nauseous. I had blood on my underwear at 5:30 p.m. and after that I was experiencing some twinging and achiness in the uterus area. Yesterday at 10 DPO I didn't have any spotting, but I logged in that I was still a little crampy in the uterus. My skin on my face has been like really clear, no breakouts. I usually experience a lot of breakouts before AF comes, and I just noted that I have clear skin, or at least what I feel like clear skin is for me, because I've always had like I have a lot of things going on in my face, freckles, large pores, oily skin, dry patches, and so my skin is never perfectly clear like some people. I always have like what appears to be spots all over my face, but I always deal with breakouts, especially hormonal breakouts, and I'm noticing I don't have any of that. Right now my skin feels clear to myself, like how I'm used to seeing it. So I felt nauseous. I started taking my prenatals yesterday. I felt nauseous after drinking my coffee and the prenatal, so I put that down on my notes. And then I also felt nauseous after eating dinner. I also felt sharp, stabby pains on the right side around 9:30 p.m. So that was kind of like little shock twinges on my skin, on my uterus area around the right side. So I noted that down because it kind of took me by surprise. And then this morning I am feeling a little bit like queasy. I wouldn't call it nauseous yet, but just a little bit. I just now finishing my coffee and I took my prenatal, so we'll see how I keep feeling. But that is pretty much it. I'm not spotting or anything, not having any type of discharge, not feeling a lot of cramping as of now, but I don't know how it will progress at the end of the day. Alright guys, I'm running the shower. I'm about to get in the shower. I decided to take a test. It is still 11 DPO, but it is in the afternoon, about almost 6 p.m. And I just did this test. I don't know, it's looking a little wonky, but I feel like I'm seeing a line. I'll have to see once I'm out of the shower. I'll give it time to go all the way through. I don't know why these tests are doing this. They're like the dye, I don't know, it's like marbled all over. But despite that, I see something forming in the spot where the line is supposed to be, so who knows. But let me give it a look after I get out the shower. I'm super nervous, and I have been nauseous off and on all day today, so I don't know. But I'm going to give it a couple minutes while I'm in the shower to develop for sure. Alright guys, out the shower. Still has that pink splotch, but I think I see something there. I don't know, it's kind of like a cloud of dye right in the spot where the dye is supposed to be, but I think I might just have to test tomorrow morning. I was going to test tomorrow morning anyway for 12 DPO, but I just decided to take a test the evening to see if there was any difference between the morning test and the evening test. But this test has me all kinds of confused because I don't know whether to trust it. Even the control line is off. Looks like there's a piece missing from it. This is really weird, but I'll see how this test dries. I'll let it fully dry, log it in my book. My husband is on his way back from work right now too, so I have to hide this. And then I'll show you guys how it looks tomorrow morning with 12 DPO AM test. And I guess I'll add this clip in as well. But I don't know. I'm not sure what this means. I'm super excited, super nervous. I just don't know if this is really happening or if I'm just getting weird tests. But I have been spotting throughout the day too. I ended yesterday's video in the little captions that said I had started spotting. Well, I've been spotting off and on all day today as well. So not sure if that's a good or bad sign of implantation. Could be low progesterone. I started using my progesterone cream, although that did not prevent my miscarriage last time. So I just want to know for sure so that I can find myself a doctor and a new doctor and ask them about getting on prescription progesterone in hopes that this is a real pregnancy so we can try our best to try to keep it if it's in the correct spot. But I'll be back tomorrow and I will add this into tomorrow's video. Hello, welcome back. Right now it is the morning of 12 DPO. I have my test and my urine saved so I can go ahead and get this dipped. I think I'm going to go ahead and dip 2. I'm going to grab another one because for sure if I see something on one of the tests, I want to see the exact same thing on the other test. This morning I woke up with a lot of spotting, like spotty blood mixed with egg white CM. But I don't feel any pain. I don't feel like this is AF showing up early. It was just really like a lot of discharge, but me and hubby did baby dance last night, so it could have been from that, just from my cervix being extra sensitive, so that might have caused the bleeding of this morning. We'll see how the day progresses. I did have on and off spotting all day yesterday, but it was nothing too severe, mostly just when I went to the bathroom. But I'm going to go ahead and dip 2 easy at home strips right now, and I'll show you guys how last night's test dried as well. It definitely has a faint line on it, but because of how weird that test was, I don't know if that is just a faulty test or what. But I guess we're going to find out right now because I'm going to go ahead and dip 2 easy at homes at once so we can see the results. Alright, those are currently going through. I'm going to give them a full 5 minutes because these tests tend to take a while to fully develop. And let's go to yesterday evening's test. This is 11 DPO PM, and as you can see, it still has that large pink splotch of dye run, but it kind of went away a little bit. Like it kind of figured itself out a tiny bit. I'm not sure if you can see the faint line on this test, but from my view, I see a faint line exactly where the test is supposed to be. And on these 2 up here, the 11 DPO and the AM, I also see a very hairline thin line, but what I see on 11 DPO PM is definitely a little bit thicker. It's not like such a hairline, but it's very hard to see. It's still very faint, so I feel like today's test at 12 DPO should definitely give us some better answers. Not feeling nausea yet this morning. I'm just not drinking my coffee and drank my prenatal. The app says that I'm supposed to be getting my period on the 18th, but I usually get my period on 14 DPO. So 14 DPO is this day, Sunday the 17th. I'm not sure why the app is guessing a day later, but we will see what happens. The tests are developing. Let me give them the rest of the minutes that I want them to develop, and we'll go ahead and see what they say today. I'm expecting if I see something on one test, I should see it on the other. That's why I went ahead and dipped 2 at a time so that we don't get left confused like we did with yesterday's test. But hopefully you can see that line. I know you could definitely see it from when it was still wet, but I could still see it even after the test has dried. All right, we'll come back and see these other tests in a couple minutes. Well, it's not good news. 12 DPO AM tests look completely negative. The bottom test is still a little pink and streaky, but the test on the top has fully went through, and I'm not seeing any lines on any of the two. So I guess it's going to be a negative. Maybe this is AF showing up. Not sure what these are about. Maybe a early loss or just faulty test. But yeah, today's are negative, so I'll let them sit a little bit before I go and glue them on my little notebook. I highly doubt anything is going to show up though, like when they fully dry, and those will be evap lines at that point. But yeah, so I won't be testing tomorrow because it's Saturday and I have something to do in the morning. We'll just wait and see. We'll wait for AF. If AF does not arrive, I will continue on this little video series and see what happens from there. I'll continue testing probably Sunday and Monday.